This is um, when I was on the other side over there, and I had my dad. A lot of the Hispanics hated me. A lot of the whites hated me. Wasn't no really no blacks over there. And the reason they hated me, look at it again. I don't care about people saying they hate me. You know, I'm not worried about that. But now, if you get me to that point where I feel that you're going to maybe try to flip some harm up on me, then you're gonna be introduced to a really bad person.
The other side of you.
Yeah. Okay. But now this is why they didn't like me. Okay. They was treating women like dogs.
You don't can't stand. I can't.
Yeah, no, but this is why when they was looking for something in return, I give it to them and I walk away. I give it to them and I walk away.
To the woman.
Yeah.
I have friends like that.
And then what one cat told me one time, he said, OG, he said, man, you messing up our game. Man, he said, because you always giving. And you know, and by you giving and you not asking nothing for return, then that's making us lose. You know, they said, man, you just can't be no sucker, man. I can be anything I want to be. It's my money and I'm a man. Don't nobody tell me what to do with what's mine. When I was born, this is what my mother told me. She said, at 1 year old, she said, this is my little man right here. He gonna be a strong one. And I don't fear nothing. I don't fear death. I don't fear nothing. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to me and tell me how to treat a female. And this and that. And they call me a sucker behind my back and say I'm a trick and this and that. I don't care. I really, you know, just like when you said, what is the catch? It ain't no catch. It ain't no catch.
But
the catch
it still hasn't happened yet.
Yeah. Okay, I understand that.
I do need to do that.
Wait a minute. But when it do happen, it's between me and God. That's between me. God know why I do what I do, and He only gonna let me. He's not gonna let me go overboard.
But I don't like to say certain things until it's. I mean, it's good to be recognized and stuff, but if I don't, I know that you know because you know your life, obviously. Yeah. And that's why you say what you say.
You have to read. Wait a minute. Wait, listen.
I know that it's important to me, like my trees, for example, my car. I don't say it because I want you to help me. I say it because it is important.
Wait, let me just say this.
And I have to get it done no matter what.
Let me just say this.
You're always gonna help me.
Wait. Let me just say this. You done been bullshitted so much, and heard these words over and over and over, and it never come through. You don't need to bring this up no more. You don't need to bring this up no more. Yeah. Just wait and see. You don't have to tell me like, I got to get it done. I got to get in my car. Because when you do that, it's like if you're...
It is a problem that I have right now that I don't do it. And I know there's so many, and it's accumulating. Mm-hmm. My stack of things to do.
I ain't talking about the tree. I'm talking about the car right now.
Oh, well, there's okay.
Yeah, you know, and it's between me and that man upstairs why I do what I do. But this ain't gonna. This is not. I'm not gonna always do this. Pretty soon, it's gonna come to a stop.
Oh no!
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about with you. I'm talking about in general. Because you ain't asked me for nothing. You ain't asked me for nothing.
You should do it. Like, I feel like we're born for. I feel like everybody should be like that. Like everybody should help everybody. Because we're all humans, but that's not how the world is. Unfortunately, but if you are an example of that, you doing that, and you're an example for kids, for other people. Because the Bible says we are born to serve others. So when it says that, means serve. Serve sounds like a...
You don't know Francis, huh?
Francis?
Francis.
A person? Francis? No.
Mexican girl named Francis.
No. And
I'm pretty sure you done seen her before. She lives in Motel 6 a lot. You know, she's homeless. Her guy's always in and out of jail. Dogs are out just like Brian.
I've only been to the Motel 6. I don't know what it is with this Motel 6.
Yeah.
But I literally was at Starbucks, like on my motorcycle, and I had somebody come up to me. I don't know if they offered me a drink, but he was homeless. He offered me a Starbucks, and said if I wanted to be. Oh, I was checking at the time Tyler's phone. He was asleep, and I was like going crazy through his phone. So I came over here to make sure he doesn't catch me because he was sleeping over there. And I came to Starbucks right here, and the guy said, "Oh, I have a room if you want to come." But I could tell he was harmless, and I just went, and he fell asleep, and I was on the phone. And I was like, okay, that was one time. And then another one was again on a motorcycle. Somebody right there in front of the business where I was staying with Tyler offered me, and I went over there. He was with his friend and stuff like that.
Francis from Anaheim, California.
But it's just
I
like,
wish I knew
they,
that.
and then Dominic, he was at 7-Eleven, and he asked me if I wanted to go. I'm like, why do these people keep asking me to this Motel 6 right here? I don't know what it is. That motel always has people inviting me over for no reason. That's weird, huh?
The only time I ever been in a room in there is when I was in the Salvation Army, and I guess I had caught that virus, the COVID-19. And then what they do, if you caught that virus, they put you in Motel 6 for 7 days in a room in there. Then they bring a van and pick you up and take you back to the shelter. That's the only time I ever...
They remodeled. Inside is really nice.
Yeah, I heard, yeah.
That when Dominic told me, it was like, oh, I'm like, wow, this is nice in here.
Yeah, but no, I wouldn't go down there and hang out, for nothing in the world.
So when you were telling me that, okay... Yeah, so I have an uncle. He's my favorite. He already passed away. He's like that. My brother Steve, he's the same. Like, he has that nobleness, that like very, very respectful character. Not, And then Christopher's like that too. It's just something, an aura that they carry within them.
Yeah.
That is like they're very. They don't judge, and they're very very passive. I don't know what it is, how to describe it. Like they don't express, and they salute you. They're very respectful, but they don't give no opinion. They know what they want, like very secure.
Yeah.
And but they need a lot. They're strong. I feel like they're strong people, but because they're quiet, sometimes maybe they don't get what they deserve. So you have to put yourself out there.
So you don't really know nobody down there, really.
I'm bad with names. First of all, I know Gustavo. I know Sabrina. I know. I'm bad with their names. I don't like to relate too much with people down there. But the reason I know Gustavo is because I feel like he is very respectful. He reminds me of my mom in the culture because he has that same culture, and it's like being back in Mexico, and people that carry that, it's like there's like a loyalty, I feel, you know. Rodrigo, the same thing, but he was Tyler's friend, so he had to learn that about me, and he said, you know what, I never met you, Annabelle, until now. Meaning, like, now that I'm single, I'm actually someone that has a personality. Before, you were like all like weird, like I saw you like just weird because I wasn't myself with Tyler. Like Tyler was always acting weird. Yeah. So it made me like I'd be overthinking or something. I don't know. Even the girl at 7-Eleven, he's like, "Wow, you're happy." He's like, "Tyler's not here and you're happy. Like you're smiling, you're laughing, you're funny or something." Like people keep telling me that, and I'm like, okay. So I could tell, like, and then towards the end this last year, it's been, like, just very weird for me with Tyler. Because Tyler, like, out of the blue just comes up with, makes up stories or something because he has something planned. Yeah. Like, when he became homeless, he changed. He completely changed because he already does drugs. And then when he became homeless, he met more people. And there's a lot of women, like, he was shy before with, like, the women part. Now he knows it's not a problem, like. There's a lot of women that you give them money and.
How long have you been homeless?
Me?
No, Tyler.
Just recently. Yeah, he's I guess now he has a truck, but that's why he doesn't like to be. He's like he doesn't want to be known that he was homeless, like because back home. Like he doesn't want nobody to know that.
I mean, I don't see why he.
There's nothing wrong with like it's a phase as long as you get yourself out of it. But he is just attached to the gambling. He was yesterday. He was at the in LA gambling, but he's been making big money. I don't know if he has a pact with the devil or something, but I don't know how he does it. But he's been making like big.
Okay, but he don't do nothing with the money, but in his
The thing he
love.
doesn't, and he wants a motorcycle. He wants things, but he likes that adrenaline rush, and he doesn't know how to manage. And then it's women, toy, and now it's even men. Like, but I even think he's just confused because he's young. So, and he's probably like sex, whatever, addicted, and that's what there is. But I don't know.
Well, I mean,
And then even my friend Jacob, he's such a good guy and he's honest, right? But I feel like his niceness, he tricks guys to be like friends with him. But then when they're like maybe high or something, I don't know, maybe they do.
oh, he's gay too, Jacob.
He's bi. They're both bi. But that's what got Tyler into it more. I mean, Tyler is like me and him, we were experiencing for the first time stuff. Like, it was just like I was 21 again.
Yeah.
Because when I met him, he was 21 and I became 21. And then we been together 4 years and stuff like that. So, like, he's 25 now. But that, we explored things for the first time together. Because in my being married, I couldn't have a toy. Like, that was, like, wrong.
Yeah.
Like a lot of things. I did not like sex and all that. And then when I learned about it, it was just, I wasn't making the right choice. I worked a lot. My priority was my house, my kids. Now my kids are older. That's when I became, I got into a relationship 4 years, but I didn't know. I wasn't used to it being a relationship. I made mistakes, but the breakup was really bad. And that breakup lead me to a party. And that party, I learned about this stuff. And then,
That's when you was with your husband.
no, this was after my husband, after my kids were going to college, and I got into a relationship that I said, okay, now I can meet someone. I needed company, you know?
And then Tyler came.
And no, I had a 4-year relationship with this one man that he, you know, I said, oh, he was tall, I like that, and I was like, oh, he's not that cute, no girls is gonna, I don't know I didn't have experience.
Yeah.
But, so I thought nothing of it, and then, but he was a narcissist. His dad was a narcissist, bullied him, and then I was too strong of a woman, and he literally was a strong man too, but he was a pessimist, meaning, like, why is that kid having that car? Why is it? He was always hating on everything, and I thought I could, like, show him that the world is beautiful. I was like, if he only knew, like, how I've been blessed, how God has helped me, how life, I was very bubbly before, like, very, very, like, spiritual. I was so, like I could move mountains, I could fly. That's how inspired my daughter, like, my kids. That's what gave me the love for my kids. Like, I did not need drugs, none of that. I was just I had so much money. Like, I made so much money. I could travel. I was traveling every year with my kids, with my little boys, because my other kids were in college. I had plans, I had visions, everything. But this one man, like, I broke my heart because in the beginning of our relationship, he bombarded me. He would bring roses.
Told you everything that you wanted to hear.
He gave me a ring, promised ring. Things that I never, like a Cinderella.
Yeah.
He would make food surprise. Like, I would come home, and we're not living together. We're just boyfriend and girlfriend. But he came home. He talked to my kids and all this. Like, he wanted something good with me. We had our intimacy was amazing. Like, I was like. Also, I did learn, like, things I did never learn, but he was the one that cared to, like, actually, he made me feel like a woman, right?
So what happened?
So towards the end, he started doing the opposite, where I wasn't enough. So I kept wanting so I had to learn this. So he kept saying that he didn't understand me, first of all, that I didn't speak proper.
You didn't speak proper.
That I didn't know how to be in a relationship. So that I had to, that's why he got me to do things like, you have to do this like this. But then when I did what he wanted to, we started doing that. Then when it was the other way around, he stopped. I thought you said we had to call each other every day, at least good morning or good night, like we're thinking of you or something. Cause
this is what he told you.
Yeah, I'm at work. I'm not used to. I can't answer. Like, are you supposed to answer calls at work? No. So that was not normal for me. Like, he kept calling me while I was at work. And I'm like, maybe this is normal, but I would go to the restroom and talk to him, right? But I wasn't used to it. It was just like annoying, but I was trying. So then when I got used to that, then he was not answering. And he was like, why you bothering me? Why you this? And I'm like, okay, something's not right. So he started doing the other, and I kept wanting what we had before.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't enough where I started like putting more makeup. I started doing things. And then he started saying that I was crazy. And then my daughter caught that. And he's like, if he says that, you're going to end up like that. He keeps saying that. I hear you guys. Like, you guys are arguing, and I could hear that's not right. So from the first time I got a red flag, I should have just left him. But I didn't. So like, I was already like in a year to 2 years. So he started doing the opposite. He would show love, he would show intimacy, but then I guess he was meeting other women out there, or he was also jealous or something. I don't know. And then when he found out that, because our breakup like was for, when we broke up, it was so hard on me that I literally thought my heart was in pain. I was in bed. I was like, oh my God, this really hurts.
Who ended it? Him?
Yeah, he ended it. Like, because I was scared. Like, I didn't want to go to therapy because I didn't want that on my record. That I went to therapy. I was like, nothing's wrong with me. Like, I'm fine. And I wasn't into this stuff like I was. Like, I tried it.
Yeah.
But when I was happy, like, I stopped. Like, I went to Portugal. I didn't take that stuff with me. I didn't know anybody. So I wasn't into it. So, like, he was making such a big thing. Then I felt like it started making me get into it more. You know? And, but it's not his fault, though. Like, I'm just saying that it got me into it more. Until the point that I guess he just didn't want it.
He got bored. You know, and...
Oh, because I own a house, too. He didn't like
jealousy, yeah.
And he didn't like that I was too strong of a woman. I had money, like I had it good. So he wanted me to be less so he could be bigger, you know?
Did he have a job?
He got a job, but he slept in the garage. So his room was his nephew's. Like he gave it to his nephew. Like, and his sister was a bitch. The dad bullied him like it was his brother because the dad and the mom, they didn't pay any rent. It was the grandparents. The grandparents were so racist. They did not like they were like from England. They were so racist. Like, oh my God, it's crazy.
So his parents slept in the house and he slept in the garage. And you had your own house at that time.
I had my own house, and he would visit. You know. But the fact that his dad would acted like a kid towards him, and it was just only like it was just weird. But when he started saying I was crazy to go see a therapist, and he's like, you have to go. I'm like, I am seeing one already, but I was online. Like, he's like, why do I keep taking him back? And I say I'm not because he's hurting. He's doing things that are not fair. And then when I see him, I just forget everything. Like, I would just hug him and take him back.
I was like in a relationship like that years and years ago, like way back in 1980. And once I got over my kid's mother, I said I would never get myself in a situation like that again, because she broke me in two when I went to break. Man, I mean, I would never think she would cheat on me. But I don't fault her. She got hooked on the drugs, and it was over with. But it broke my spirit. Man, it cut me in half. Even when I got out.
I don't think I want anybody that does drugs. I mean, even though I know it's being hypocrite because I do them.
Yeah.
Anyone who does it, like the people that I know, somehow has a reaction to it.
Yeah.
They either don't remember. I was like, you don't remember that you said this yesterday? Like, no. Like, they act like something like, and that's was scary for me because I'm kind of new at this, right?
Yeah.
Doing this, but I do it myself, so I can have my own faults. But I'm not saying everyone is like that. But the ones that have been trying to be like with me, there's something about them that is scary.
I'll show you something, for example. Just like when Brian said, hey, if I give you $3,000, how you gonna pay me back? That was the drugs talking. That was the chemicals up in his brain talking.
Agree, right? Because I'm like, how is he gonna get that money?
That's all it was. He's planting that seed in your head make you think that, oh yeah, I'm gonna give you this money, blah blah this, and then what he'll do, he'll turn around and he'll ask you for something. What his hidden agenda was the whole time. Now he's hoping that you say, yeah, okay, yeah, I'll pay you back, and you wouldn't ask no questions. Oh, how you gonna give me the money? He was hoping you would be dumb enough to say, hey, I'll pay you back, I'll whatever, blah blah blah. Then he was gonna throw his little deviant sexual hints. You know,
he has, and I'm surprised that he hasn't been more direct.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, or maybe it's one of his weird fetishes or something. Because if you are wanting to be with somebody, you would like give him some kind of hint.
Mm-hmm.
But he does give me a hint, but it's a weird and vibe. You know, like when he told me come over if you're tired, so you don't be out there, and then he said that kept lying about Moan being inside, and I'm like, why is he telling me all this? It's so weird, like. And then he told me, just like your head down here, like okay. I'm like, I mean, there's nothing wrong putting my head down on this, like. And then he was just like literally just going like this. I didn't care. I fell asleep.
Yeah.
I don't know if he did anything else. I don't think. I had a lot of clothes on because I was cold. You know, in the motorcycle you have a lot of clothes.
Yeah.
And then he tried. Everything was very tight. So I'm pretty sure he's like, no, I can't do anything. Nothing that I know like valuable, but I'm like very, very like he took from me. But I did notice my brand new can, and I know he rides bikes, so that's good for bikes. The WD-40, a big can, the big one, not the little one, the big one.
Yeah.
But still, that's still stealing from a friend. Like from me, like if you consider me a friend, you're stealing. So that's not a friend no more, right there.
Yeah.
It just shows. Because if you're a friend, you'd be like, Annabelle, I took that, and you know, because I needed it or something. You just tell me or something, but the fact that you didn't tell me and you took it, that right there is like, I don't trust you.
Yeah.
And then the time that you can't even say, oh, I gotta go do some other things, Annabelle, I'll see you another time. Just something, you know. But like me, I didn't care anyways because he's nothing of mine. But I'm like, just can you communicate? Or even if your phone is bad, like either later on, 2 days or something, you know.
And you know, so my sister told me this years and years ago.
It's just something about them. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's them, the problem, not me.
Yeah, she told me something years ago. She said, brother, she said, look here. She said, one day I was thinking, so you do what you do out in the